Hi everybody, it's Julie. Hello. Hello, and we're live. We're live. We're live. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. Hello. Yeah, there should be music. I can't play music though. Hi everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And we're going to jump right in. Yesterday I didn't get a chance to show you what we're going to be doing sort of with our first journal. And we are making a soft cover. So a soft cover, it's going to be one signature. So we're only going to tie it in one time. There's just one signature. And we are going to start by, we picked out our papers yesterday, we folded them. Today we're going to put them in order. I'm going to show you a couple of cover ideas. And again, this is the single signature, so I'm not going to do the cereal box for this one because I want you to be able to use the regular size copy paper. So that is one. This is another one. You can see it's just random stuff that we make really pretty. It's really, 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 really cool. So there's that. This one has a wallpaper cover. I think it's wallpaper on the outside and the inside. Then this is the one that you might have seen. There's been a lot of views of this one. It is the one that I made when my brother passed away. So, I'm just going to show you the outside of it. It's much more decorated. So as we get further along, we're going to do further, bigger, advanced techniques. And so again, this one is a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and it is very full, and it is, I love it. It's, and then this one is made, the cover is one of these. Okay, so one of these envelopes, and I made it into this. Now, this is a little bit smaller than what we're doing. So if you happen to be making one out of an envelope like this, then you're going to have to cut your papers, your copy papers down. So this is one that I use for when I'm doing Bible study and that type of thing. So it has, I put quotes and things like that in it, and all the images are purple because we had no yellow ink. That used to happen all the time around here. Okay, so we're going to put this over here because we're going to come back. And so to start off with, we're going to go ahead and pick out our papers. Then I'm going to show you some things that you can use for this style of cover. So remember, we are doing single signature journals. After we finish with the single signature journal, then we'll go into using a book, a cereal box, those different kinds of things. And of course, you can take your cereal box and do what we're going to do today also. So we have our papers, and I was looking at them, and remember we have this one, and I didn't like that. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put this paper in here. Okay. And I'm going to glue it, sort of, and hope it stays. It's glossy paper, so it's you know, it might come undone. So I'm just going to glue this down. This is one of the background pages that you got in the digital kit. And if you haven't picked up your digital kit yet, it is in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group in the files section. So far there's 22. Yes, there's still just 22 files. Hi, everybody. Oh, you know what we could do? I don't like to waste things. Might be better to do it this way. And if we don't like it, we can cut it off later, right? Well, apparently I didn't go in here straight. Oh, that's right. We go this way first, so we get the straight line. Thank you, Bonnie. So Bonnie is going to load the links for you. Hi, Robin. Thank you for coming. Robin and Bonnie and Joyce will be, if Joyce gets here, they will be answering your questions if I miss it. If there's something that you need me to see directly, please put it in capital letters as you see that Robin did there. That's because when I glance over, even they will. There's Joyce. Hello, Joyce. And Joyce is the gatekeeper. So if you are not a member yet of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group, Joyce is the one that's going to let you in. Now, I let a bunch of you in yesterday because I knew you needed to get that digital kit. But I didn't get a chance to welcome you yet. So please don't, well, yeah, you can feel left out because Joyce does a phenomenal job of welcoming you when you get, when she lets you in. So we're in different time zones. And I got up and I couldn't sleep. So I got up and I let people in. Yeah, it's not added yet, Kelly. I'm sorry. I was working on so that I could kind of make sense today when I was doing this class. And I have almost got the digital kit ready for the February party, for the virtual party. And so the virtual party is going to be on Tuesday, March 31st. That's for those that finished their February junk journal, for the February junk journal challenge. Yes, Kelly, please do. And Kelly, yeah, I should probably give Kelly a wrench. At least she could have a wrench. Because she answers questions too. Kelly, do you want a wrench? I don't know if I can do that from right here. Can you hear me okay? Oh, I can't do it from here. Darn. Let me check. Let me make sure. Ah, yeah. Okay, let me make sure I have the right person. Oh, slow down. Okay, good. Everybody can hear me. Okay. Bonnie says, yes, please give Kelly a wrench. Okay, giving Kelly a wrench. Kelly, you are now a moderator. You have a wrench. Oh, very good. Bonnie already gave. You guys, I could not do this without my design team and my wrenches. I'm telling you, they really, they help keep me on my toes, but they also really do help with the questions and, you know, because I'm just one person. I'm one person, but I have an amazing team And I am so grateful. And they're all volunteer. Yes, so congratulations, Kelly. You have a wrench. Use it wisely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this together. We know that I got a little overboard on the pages that I was adding, so I'm going to show you how I take out pages. And but this was one of the things I wanted to do. I like my books to just, to be real pretty. And oh, that's really cool, Tammy Ann. We're going to do something like that here. Okay. And so you can leave that if it doesn't bother you, and it's going to be covered up by tags and stuff, but there you go. So next we have the ledger paper. Now they were talking about number 23. You're going to get the actual ledger that this came from in your digital kit, and that's file 23 that is supposed to be in the shop, but it hasn't made it there, or in the group, but it hasn't made it there yet. So the next page from the digital kit is this side-by-side with the lace. I'm starting from the center, and yes, I cheated, you guys. To save time, I have already put this in order, sort of. But we did fold all of these. We did all the fancy folding yesterday. So we folded this calendar page. And remember, I wanted the whole butterfly, so I folded the butterfly first. And then we have this that flaps or lays over there, and this side that flaps. Okay? If you do not have to have a theme. You do not have to have a theme. You guys, tomorrow in the live video, I will show you the goal poster that I have, that I made a few years ago, and I just found it 2 months ago, and I now have it in my bathroom, and I will show you. I am the queen of theme, okay? Everything that I do has a theme. I don't know why, but so, but some of the best and most beautiful junk journals out there are totally random, eclectic, absolutely beautiful, all the colors, and yes, so don't worry about that. And Bonnie does amazing journals that don't have a theme. When she does design team stuff with the digital kits, they have a theme, and some of her other ones have a theme, but she, a lot of the time, does not have a theme, and they're beautiful. The list that I put up, no, I haven't. No, you're talking, Joyce, you're talking about the people added into the group. No, I have not done the list. I will do the list tomorrow. And because it allows me to do a thing where I can go in and welcome everybody that's come since the last time I did the big welcome. Okay. Hi, Tammy. She'll be right back. Okay, so Trisha, I'm going to be doing and anybody that doesn't have a printer and can't print the digitals, go ahead and upload them and have them in your computer in case someday you do, or you come across some way to print them. But I'm going to be doing a video where I'm going to condense everything that we've done probably through the weekend, and it will have a journal, and it might even be tomorrow that I might do the journal that is no digital. Okay, so this is one of the digitals. It's the large tag. And then this is the music and the pussy willow, and this is the handkerchief. And then I had forgotten to do an envelope, so I added an envelope here. Okay, and it goes, okay, how does it go? I'm trying to remember how it goes. Oh, it goes this way, right? It goes this way. Okay, so it goes this way on top of this. I think. Anyway, it has to go that way. Okay, it goes like that. And you're all going, why? What does it matter? Okay, so we want that. This goes no, that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Well, oh, that's why. Okay. That goes there. So this is our wrapping paper. We have a magazine image. Here's another envelope, and I stuck it in here because I think that I can probably attach this and make it a pocket. We'll see. That's our wrapping paper. This is one of the large 12 by 12 papers. Thank you, Kelly. You guys are great. Okay, this is the gift bag. And then the journaling, the journal that I took apart. Okay, gift bag, journal I took apart, book page, the yellow butterfly, polka dots, honeysuckle, and the kids. Okay. So that is what I have so far. Then you see I've still got my composition book papers, and you want to make sure that they're really flat. So there's the video yesterday is where we picked out all the papers, and so if you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch that. The wrapping paper does really well, and I'm going to show you tricks on what to do to make it last a little better. You know, you want good wrapping paper, and this right here, the wrapping paper with the birds on it, it is like medium weight. It's not like Dollar Tree. Well, Dollar Tree actually has really good wrapping paper. So I'm going to say, but not like you would think you would get from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I just cut this at 5 1/4. 5 1/2 is the size that we're going to get out of our copy paper. And so we're going to go with like this 5 1/4. Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to cut just a little bit off the bottom here. And I'm going to throw that away. You guys don't know I don't throw things away, but I'm going to throw that away. And so this one, I'm going to cut it. You guys can't see my cutter, can you? But I'm sorry. But I'm going to cut this at 8 1/2. And 8 1/2 is how tall I'm doing. I tried to pick a journal that would be really easy to make, and being able to use just plain old copy paper, 8 1/2 by 11 paper, to me is the easiest. Okay, because we start with paper that's really, really easy. Bonnie, I think we'll ask that in. We'll put a thing in the. You did it, but you printed it too small. Then you can make a smaller book, Adriana. If you printed it too small, then make a smaller book. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 sets of 2, and I am going to go and put these somewhere where they're next to something. I'm just going to find a place. I'm going to find them a place to go. Okay, a lot of times like if there's 2 white ones, I'll put them there sometimes. Now this, the bird music and the bird and this, I really like that, so I don't want to break that up. Same with this, I really like this. Okay, I know what happened here. I'm like going, wait a minute, that's not how that goes. It goes like that. Something like that. Okay, there's a method to my madness. You don't know it yet, but okay, so we need to find another place for, there we go. That looks like a good place for these. Okay, so I have a lot of pages here. Oh, okay, I know what happened. If you're printing from your phone, it's going to print like it's a photograph. Yeah. Okay, so we have, this is going to be my inside cover page. You open a book and it has the pretty inside cover page. And then I have the polka dot coffee dyed paper. It's actually part of the digital kit. I have the little butterfly and the book page, piece of journal, folded up gift bag, folded up and flap scrapbook paper. That's 12 by 12. Then we have these 2. Then we have the flap of the envelope and a map and a flip. And we have the wrapping paper. And what I was thinking with the wrapping paper is that it would fit in here. Is it going to fit? It seemed to fit earlier. I think it's going to fit. If I have to cut it a little bit, I'll cut it a little bit. But I think I want it to go inside there. And then I have this. And I'm going to count them in a minute. We'll count them in just a moment. This one, bird, little girl, 2 pages, pattern, calendar, digital, thick magazine page. Okay, so the way that, remember yesterday I told you that each page counts as 4. What we're going to do is we're going to count all of the pages. We'll count to the middle and then we'll double it. And that will give us our amount. Okay? Or actually we'll count to the middle and go times 4. Duh. Okay, so there's 1 page, 2 page, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's a lot. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Now, if you are just making your journal and you're primarily going to just write in it, this is fine, okay? This is fine. So if you go ahead and like I said, if you're just going to write in it, you're not going to do all the embellishing and stuff, 26 pages is okay. So I'm going to take some pages out because 26 is too many. I know I want this. I'm going to keep this because I'm actually going to turn this into a large pocket. I do that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and glue these two, and then we'll be making an embellishment that goes in there. I really like this, and I am going to keep the book page because I am going to go ahead and glue this, and it will be a pocket. It will make this more substantial, and so I think that will be really good. I love this because I like that size for, for a story. That's a good size. I love this. It ain't going nowhere. And I'm keeping these because I like these big pockets, because if you make like a little notebook or something, these big pockets hold them really well. And for some of the other embellishments that I like, and I'm going to show you, I like the thick cardstock. And yes, we're keeping the lined paper. So we have the map paper. Well, I want something different in here, so I'm keeping that. It is also scrapbook paper. And I'm keeping that, and I'm keeping those. I really like the way this looks. So it's staying. That's staying. So I'm thinking that this can go, because this can be tags. It's going to go, but it's still going to be able to come back and be tags. So I think that's going to go. And since the bird is going, I think the bird on the tree can go. Okay, since the bird's going, the bird on the tree music can go. Okay. I like her, but I think she can go. Okay, this is maybe. I know it's not fun when you have to take stuff out. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 of them are pretty substantial. Let's see. I still need to take. Well, and then remember, we're going to turn some things into pockets. So let's see how it looks. There, I think that's doable. Okay, so these are going to be a pocket. That's going to be a pocket. I like pockets. If you don't like pockets, you don't have to have pockets. But I like pockets. Okay. I think the only other... I mean, I can take these two and turn them into one page by gluing them together if it's... But I think we're good. Okay. I think taking this out was helpful because it's like taking three pages out, and it was cardstock. Now you can go ahead and print this on copy paper, and I think it would be fine in there. I really liked this. I did very, very much. But what we'll do is we'll save that for ephemera, tags and things. Okay, so that is what I have. And then you can see we've got some creep going on here. So I will be cutting down some of these pages. And So let's go ahead and take care of that right now. We'll just take this right out. Push those down. Okay, so this one is supposed to be able to cut like 5 pages. Okay, I'm putting my piles over here so that they don't get out of order. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a good little chunk off of this one because it's the middle. I don't need to save those. They're not pretty. They're just plain old page. Now, again, my new printer, it won't print borderless. It has the thing to be able to do it, but it's not doing it. So I'm going to have to investigate. So just know that I do know that about borderless printing, but mine's not allowing me to do it right now for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a little over 1/4 of an inch off this one. There we go. Okay. There we go. That should help. I don't like all my edges to be perfectly straight, but I don't want them to be coming out. So we've fixed that, especially on a simple journal where we might not add all the extra stuff to the outside of it. So there we go. So speaking of borderless, you would want to print your pages borderless, but your ephemera, so the other pages, so 1 through 10 and number 21 and 22, you can print those borderless on copy paper. Those are pages. And then number 11 through 20 is ephemera, and you want to print those on like cardstock if you can. So, and if you, the thing is if you can't and you do everything on copy paper, that's okay. You're just going to have to glue some of your images onto something to make them more substantial. Okay, so this is my journal. I have it ready. And so now we need a cover. I'm going to go ahead and put my clip in just to keep it from moving around. Okay, so this is our basic 9x6, but these are 8.5. They're going to be 8.5 by 5.5 on your inside of your journal. Okay, so I have that ready. You guys, I'm putting it to the right. Bonnie, I'm putting the journal to the right. I lose things, guys. Okay, so next I was going to show you some cover style, some things that you can use for covers. Yes, you could use a box like this, because why not, right? You know, if you are desperate for a journal, you can make a really, and I might even do it because I think this is really cute and I love the color. It's my mom's favorite, it wasn't her favorite color, but she wore this color. Yellow was her favorite color, supposedly. And, but I think maybe those last years, I think maybe this was her favorite color. She just didn't know it because everything was this color. Okay. So if you have a box that you can make an even little thing out of, you can turn this into a journal. Now, being that it's, and then you could, I mean, you could have little Cuervo little guys going in. No, it's Jose Cuervo. It's not Corona. I wouldn't, you guys, well, I hope I wouldn't do that, but I might. Okay, so for this kind, I would go ahead and add like some tape. Duct tape is fine. If you don't have any tape or duct tape, then maybe you might have some fabric, and fabric is a great way to help to strengthen a binding. Now, I want those of you that know what we're doing here, remember that I am teaching a class trying to use things that you might have in your own home, okay? Like, you never even knew that junk journaling existed, and you weren't a scrapbooker or a card maker or even a crafter. Bye, Amanda. Okay, so you can just go ahead and add some of this tape. You could add it to the outside if you wanted to and reinforce it even more. But that would give you a cover. Now you would have to cut your inside pieces. I would measure this and then have it be like a 1/2 inch. Cut your pages a 1/2 inch smaller and measure this, cut them a 1/2 inch smaller. But I will be making that because I think it's kind of fun. So, okay, so the next one is a placemat. Okay, so this is a placemat from Dollar Tree. And I have a video where I made a traveler's notebook. I have one where I covered a composition book using one of these placemats. You might have one of these. And you just go ahead, you fold it, and you reinforce it front and back. And there's going to be a couple of different ways that you can bind that. Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot. Okay. You guys, I have to untie it or I can't. Things fell on the floor. Bye, Jana. Okay. Put something back on. Sorry. Oh yeah. Soapbox is way over there. Yes, I made one out of an Irish Spring soapbox. It only took it a year to not smell like Irish Spring. but it turned out really cool. I'll show that one tomorrow. Okay, so a file folder. Now you have choices. You can go ahead and fold it this way and measure it and do it that way. Or if you're making something bigger, you can even use that. Again, it's paper, so I would reinforce it with something. Okay? And let's see. Wallpaper. This is from a wallpaper sample book. So you might be able to fold it this way, or you can fold it this way. If you're folding it, like you could even make a pocket and then fold it that way also. So that is another choice. Again, I would go ahead and on your way to the seat, your seat. Oh boy, you're funny. Okay, so another one I have, we'll do it this way. This is funny. This was, I think this was, yes, Kathy. sent this. This was Happy Mail. And she sent it during the Do You Want to Build a journal? Do you want to build in at Christmas time? So anyway, so this is a bubble wrap envelope, and you could literally go ahead and fold that and make that into a journal. You can cover it with stuff if you wanted to, but that is another choice for a cover. I just have a couple more. I just want to make sure that you have some. Okay, we'll just put these right here. Placemat. Okay, this one is actually got like a little bit of stuffing in it, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful cover. Okay, you can go ahead and cut it down to fit, or you can make your papers to fit it. Okay, also like a quilted pillow sham or a quilt. Oh my gosh, they make the most amazing feeling covers. Those have been some of my favorite journals, have been those made out of stuff like that. So if you have one of these kind of file folders, again, you can do it this way, or you can fold it the other way. Of course, you're going to take the metal out. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff here in my way. So a gift bag. So a gift bag, this one is kind of thick. I think this was from Ross. And you could cut it like I cut the one yesterday for the paper, but you could also do these for a cover. So just wanting to give you ideas so that you don't have to go out and buy anything. There are lots and lots of choices for covers. Another one is if you have like the coloring book, and it has the really thick cover. Any kind of book that, again, has, it's staples. You take the staples out of it, and then you can use the cover. And then you can even use your side-by-side pages in your journal as well. Hi, Kat. Yes, I just showed your envelope. So, okay, so this is one of the most common that I do, and it is wallpaper. Okay, I have this wallpaper, this textured wallpaper, and then scrapbook paper on the inside. I add a couple pockets and sew around the outside. Okay, so that is one that I'm making. I want to put our grandkids were here, some of them, for Thanksgiving, and my daughter. So I want to do just a little book to go into the scrapbook that is just from Thanksgiving. So you're going to see, we'll be making that along with everything else that we're doing here. Let's see. Then we have the composition book. We're going to actually do this one. And because many of you might have the composition book, because I told you that it's like the best thing if you're doing a writing journal, and you might have one, and you can just go ahead and take out the pages. It's already strengthened for you. Now I would go ahead, and because I would be opening and closing this more than what they think. Yes, you use a book cover for your March journal if you want to. Sarah, this is what I'm showing them for the beginning class, is trying to keep it really, really simple. So one other cover, thank you, Bonnie, thank you, is, if you guys remember this, okay, I made this 2 years ago, okay, and now I've had to reinforce it, but it's like this really cool holographic stuff, and it had the daisies in it. It just makes me smile. I mean, it makes me happy to see the daisies pop out. And so with this one, we went ahead and we punched holes, 2 holes, and I folded it a little bit on each side. It has about a 1/2 inch little gutter there, and then we added elastic. And so I went ahead and then I put eyelets in it. Okay, put eyelets in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a new elastic because the elastic died. Bye, Dairy. Happy building. Sorry you have to build a fence. It's kind of like the ranch. Okay. Oh, that one's not going to go. That's not going to work because it's too thick. Well, anyway, you would go ahead normally. I should have tried it beforehand. Where's my other one? You knew something had to... I had to mess something up. Okay, well, I don't know where the other headband is that has been sitting here on my desk all day until I could use it. Okay, so, well, you see here I have this elastic, but it's also losing its elasticity. So I made my journals, and then I was able to just put them in here. These are the ones that I used to keep track of people that won things and things that I was doing. So, okay, so that is another type of cover, and I will be putting the, in the scrap all about it with Dear Julie, I'll be putting all of the, I found some of the covers that I showed you, and I'll put the videos, links to those videos in the description box. So, if you have a composition book, and that's what you want to use for this activity, then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and measure from the center. Hi, Sherry. Yay. It's good to see you. Okay, so you're going to put the center of it on the 6. You know what? I wonder if I can do... Okay, we're going to go ahead and fold this down. Okay, I'm going to try and cut 2 of them at the same time. We'll see. Okay, so I have it on 6 inches. Okay, so 6 inches. Doesn't want to cut at the end. Okay. It says, I don't think so. Okay, so there's 6 inches. And then this way we want 9 inches. Okay, so this is like the simplest cover ever. And you don't have to have a cutter and be using a cutter. You can cut it, you can go ahead, measure it out, and cut it with a rotary cutter if that's what you have and use. You can cut it with scissors. Don't let not having the right tools stop you. Just be careful. Okay. Okay, so that is 9 by 6, and we have a cover. Is that straight? Like, is that straight? I'll check this out. Okay, so that's our... Check it one more time. You know what? Maybe we should go from this side, because this is moving. Okay, so go from the outside, you guys, because that is moving. Oh, not 6. Try 9. Okay. So if it looks crooked to you, it probably is. Okay, and it can be fixed. It's okay. Okay, so that gives us a cover and to the right. Okay. And we can go ahead and use that for our journal. If you do not have your composition book, I'm going to be making all kinds of journals here, you guys. Okay, so we're going to put this to the right. I say that, you guys, I lose things on my desk all the time, and so now I tell people where things are so that we can find it faster. Okay, so I do have this 12 by 12 paper that I can use for my cover, and I am going to use the 2 pieces. I'm going to leave, remember yesterday I told you about checking for if you have words, you know, that you might want to make sure that they're in the right orientation. I'm okay with these being upside down, and I'm liking the idea that this could be my cover. And so go ahead and I'm going to use the full 12 inches up and down on this one, but I'm going to cut. Now this is the side I want to save, so I have it here. My cutter is here, and I'm going to, actually I don't need to cut it because 12 inches and I need 6 inches on the front. But I do need to figure out where 9 inches is so that I can fold. Okay, so I'm going to come here, and this particular cutter has a score on it. So I'm going to go ahead and score it at 9 inches. And score just, it just leaves an indentation in your paper so that you can bye, Trisha. I know, they are like that, aren't they? Well, I get to play until I hear the bell and my husband's coming in the garage. So, and we've got probably about an hour because it's okay if I'm a little over. Okay, so I scored it. That just makes it so much easier to lift it up. Now, I want to reinforce this with a second paper. And I don't want to use this because I want to use this for tags and stuff. For tags and stuff. But I could use that wallpaper. Of course, wallpaper doesn't glue super easy, but we're gluing the back, so we'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Is everybody following along okay? Am I doing okay today? Thank you for the entertainment, Kel. I've been there, done that a lot. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead. I've measured 12 inches this way. I'm going to go 9 inches this way. And this will fit right on my paper and into the pocket. Now, if this is something you're not going to be using a whole lot, you're not going to open it a whole lot, that was double-sided paper, and you could go ahead and just put a tape or something down the center and it'd be fine. But I do open everything a lot. So So wallpaper to wallpaper, or wallpaper to paper. Woohoo! 102! Woo! Now, those that have been here for a while and know me know that we would usually have a little party and give something away, but I gave away a whole digital kit, so yay. Wow, 102. Okay, so we've gone ahead and I just folded that in half, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my other. This is my go-to tape. This was given to me. It was gifted to me. It's out of date, but it does work for this. It's bandage tape. Yes, it is. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it down. These scissors, these are by Fiskars. They're the Teresa Collins edition, and they resist the sticky. They are awesome. You see that? They just come, they're like Teflon or something. They just come right, the sticky comes right off. So now when we use a book, I'll usually use fabric or something along the lines like that. But when I do a single signature, I usually use these. That one is not. In the wallpaper kit in the shop, you get these. You get the stripe, the flower, and then you get the big one of this. Okay, so you get the stripe, the flower. There is wallpaper pieces. They're already cut 9 by 12, so they're already ready to be a journal. And then if you wanted to make them into a traveler's notebook size, the smaller size, then you can. So, yeah, so the one that I have, yes, that is medical fabric tape. It is expired, okay? So it is trash. It was gifted to me. And I've been using it for like 2 years and I still have it. Okay, so there's that. Now when you do that, it's going to take a little bit of working it. So I'm going to work it a little bit. Okay. And it will want to flip open, but that's just the way it is. Okay. I'm going to use fabric tack to put this down because it's the wallpaper. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You bought some wallpaper at the thrift store before you even knew about junk journaling. I think the thing that really attracted me to junk journaling is that I can use all this stuff from all the different crafts, from the different businesses that I've had, and I can actually use it all up. Now, if I'm not going to sew this one, usually I sew around the outside. If you have a sewing machine that you are okay with using on paper, then, oops, I forgot. Oh, we got to hurry because that's fast glue. Forgot to fold this. Okay, so you want to fold this before you put the glue on. That's a very fast glue. Okay, then just lay it in the gutter, fold it over, come back over. And remember, I'm trying to make the easiest journal that we can make. Right? It is... Hi, Z. Okay, Z, you should have a wrench, Z. Can I give you a wrench? Okay, so that is my cover. Now it's going to do that because they like to do that. It's going to bubble. I'm trying to get my bubble into the center. Okay. Okay, congratulations, Z. You are going to get a wrench. There you go. Woohoo! Now show us your wrench. You guys, Z is part of my design team. Diva Z Russell, Xanthony. Joyce Clark is part of my design team. And Bonnie is part of my design team. Robin. And Sherry. Sherry, can I give you a wrench too, Sherry? Where are you? Are you still here? Are you feeling good? I know you were here. Sherry, if you're still here. And Bonnie is also a part of the design team. My design team has people that do Happy Mail as well as the junk journaling. And then they will also be showing you each month one big craft, one big project, and little projects, little things, using the digital kits from Dear Julie Julie. So, okay. There we go. And so then the next thing is that, like I said, I would normally sew this around the outside. And Bonnie's the Happy Mail queen, yes. Well, we're going to be, we're in the process of choosing, but I've got to get some other stuff out of the way. No, I haven't. I haven't seen it yet, Z. Since when, Bonnie? No, Bonnie sends the Happy Mail. Joyce makes the Happy Mail. So Happy Mail is things like pocket letters, the memory dex cards, the ATC cards, that kind of thing. And that is my background. That's where I came from before junk journaling. And I still love that. I'm really struggling with this, you guys. Okay. So, I don't know if this is going to glue to that. I wonder if I should. Okay. I don't think that this side of the wallpaper is going to glue. So this is how we do things, trial, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my wallpaper. Okay, it's not going to hurt the pocket. Oh, I'm going to rip it. Rip it good. There we go. Okay, that's going to give me a place to put it. Woohoo! Okay, so Z posted a peacock journal in the Facebook group, Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie. If you're joining us in this little class that I'm doing, I have given everyone the digital kit that is in this journal that I'm making. And it is posted in the files section of the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. Okay, so now I am paper to paper. I'm going to bring out my favorite glue. I say it all the time, but usually to myself. Terry. Aren't they amazing? They are amazing. You and me, God. What is your name? Please tell us your name, and you might have to tell me a few times. We are really glad you're all here. Oh, yes. If you have a question and you need me to see it, please do it in capital letters so that it grabs my attention and I can see it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and no, I'm not. I was going to glue it in the middle. I'm not going to do that. I already have enough bubble. Oh, bye, Magic Marla. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're going to do it again. We're going to push it over, and I'm going to glue it while it's over this time. I really like sewing. It's so much more forgiving. Yes, my Etsy shop is Dear Julie. And there are digitals in the Etsy shop, and those digitals are all on sale at least until April 1st. It sounds like we're going to be extending it because we're going to still be home. So, so just when I did it, it kind of sounded like, March 31st, but they just extended our schools out here until May 5th. Yes, so, and don't be afraid to ask questions in the group. No question is a stupid question, especially if it's about junk journaling. And don't be surprised if you get like 20 answers before you get mine. And they will all be amazing, and they are so helpful. Oh, you guys got canceled for the rest of the year, huh, Samantha? Okay, you guys, that took way longer than it should have, but we have a cover, okay? So if I am going to be putting my journal inside this one, okay? And because mine is paper here, I'm going to come back and decorate my cover. Now, if you are putting two pieces together and you're sewing, you might want to sew whatever you put on here. Sew it before you add your inside piece. Wow, that is just really making me angry. I don't get angry. You know what it is? It's because of the bandage. Oh, well. Okay, so I have my little thing here. Now, I'm going to show you really quickly. Maybe quickly, but I am going to show you. Okay, what I'm going to be doing, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to make, I guess I have to go up to where they really live. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make a little journal here or a notebook. How many times are you going to a meeting or something, and you want something to write on and you want it all to be in one place? This is the solution. So if you have a envelope, it can be any size. I'm going to tell you the size of this one. It's approximately 8.5 by 10.5. So it's 8.5 by 10.5. So it's smaller than the paper that we've been using. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold it underneath this flap. Fold it underneath the flap. There we go. There we go. Okay. And that is going to be, so remember my size of my paper, I'm going to want it to be a little, like a quarter of an inch on each side, going each way, smaller. Okay, so go ahead, put this on my cutter. Welcome back, Sherry. Sherry, can I give you a wrench? Okay, so this way we want to be, okay, it's coming up at 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut my paper with the fold away from the cutter, and I'm going to put my fold at 5 inches. Okay. This is something, I think they should teach this in school, because I think kids should know how to make a notebook. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut off this little piece down here. This is kind of like what we did for inside the journal, but a little bit different. Oh, we're not straight again? Yeah, we are. Okay. And then we are going to measure the top to the bottom again. Measure twice, then cut. It's 8 1/2, so I'm going to cut this at 8 inches. I want all lines, not the Duma Flitchy top there. So 8 inches. We're going to put that at 8 inches. Then we're going to go ahead and go up and down. This cutter, that's how I have to cut. Okay, so I have my papers to put inside. And you could, if you needed a calendar in there, you could stick a calendar page in there. If you needed a couple more envelopes, you could stick those in there. But we are going to just go ahead and I'm going to give you a preview of how you bind a journal without all of the stuff flapping over. Okay, I'm going to try that, Joyce. Okay, so I use one of those as my pokey tool. I use that to get the goop out of the top of my thing. So just like with a big journal, I go ahead and I do use the clips, because it's just a pain if you go ahead and make something and it comes undone because I just didn't clip it, you know? It's like, oh, all I had to do was clip it. It would have been fine. Okay, so I've got the 4 clips on it. I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now, if I'm not really concerned about where my lines go. If you're concerned, you can go ahead and fold your paper in half. You can we'll do this, okay? So you fold your little paper in half. Find out where your center is. It just happens to be on a line. Of course, this is not been cut. Let's go kind of, okay. So then you can go, okay, this is my center. And then you can count, count your lines on each side. Like I said, for this particular one, I'm not real worried about where my holes go. And all of my pages are the same size, so I don't need it to be trying to catch pages. I'm not worried about that. So I have my holes. Go ahead and undo that thread. So these are the needles I'm using. I got these at Dollar General and I'm very happy with them because I can actually thread them. And I'm using just some regular crochet thread. I don't have any waxed. People always give me this stuff because they know I craft and they give me stuff. which are some of my most amazing haul videos, is the stuff that people give me. So I'm going to show that on the big one, Bonnie. This is just the fast and easy. If you want to practice, I highly recommend fast and easy. So we're going to go in through the center, pull it through. I usually go 3 times whatever the length of my journal is, because I like to have strings with things on them. And, you know, it's better to have too much than not enough. So I'm going to go, so I went in from the center and out. I'm going to come back in from this side in. I'm going to pull this over, pull this tight, pull this over, and then go back through. I use the smallest needle that I can thread, and that is because the tighter your hole, for the binding, the better it is going to hold, and the stronger it is going to be. So I went back through the center again, and now I'm going to come back through the bottom one. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and come through here. With the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, very simple. You just go ahead and make sure everybody's tight. And I saw that happening. And tie it in a knot. I saw that. Before I even did it, I saw me doing that. Oh my gosh. Okay, double knot it. You can triple knot it if you want. Then you can come down and cut your strings. And dun, 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 pull your 4 clips off, and you have a little journal that you can take with you to that PTA meeting or whatever that is that you had to go to. And you have a pocket to put stuff in. You can go ahead and slice this also and have a pocket in there, or you could add a pocket. But I like it because you also have this little flap over here. So that is very, very simple, fast and easy. Then you can cover it and if you want to and make it pretty. But that is very, very fast, and there you go. So now we're going to do the same thing, but it's a little harder because you have all those pages, okay? All those pages. Now, so before we do this, we want to go through and we want to make sure that our pages are where we want them. Because remember, I have some waterfall looking things in here. So here, now down here, I have the back piece is the gift bag, the journal page. I want to make sure that my butterfly is on top of my book page that I know I want to make a pocket out of. So that's good. Okay. I want to make sure that my envelope here is in the center because I will be doing a double tuck, which is something I'll be showing you. I want to make sure that this is nicely on this envelope because I might come back and turn it into a pocket. I want to make sure that this is kind of in the center of the handkerchief here. Okay. And the other ones kind of just are all the 9 inches, so they go where they go. So the other thing is you want to make sure that you know which way is up. If your front page doesn't have an up, like this has definitely got to be like that, right? That's up. Then maybe put a paper clip or something on the top so that you know. Bye, Valerie. Enjoy the rain. Looks like you guys are going to get a lot of it. Talk to you later. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and put that in like that. And so I have gone down about a little over 1/4 of an inch. I'm trying to get it centered. I'm eyeing it. This is how I do this, okay? You can watch. There's so many videos on binding a journal. And today when I was going through, and many of you know that I don't like to bind journals on camera. And it was hard to find one that I had done. So I will be posting a post. I will be posting a post, and with a playlist of binding covers and binding journals. So watch for that. Okay, so now this one I do want to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I had told you that you want graph paper. It's going to be okay if you don't have graph paper. We're going to do okay, so let's just cut this at 9/2 is right, 9. No, yeah, 4.5. 1/2 is 4.5. So I'm going to put the fold on. I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. Oh yes, Joyce is reminding me to tell you, and reminding you that if you join the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group, you need to make sure that you, I'm looking for the 4.5. I made a little hash mark here on my thing so that I would be able to find it. Okay, all the time. That you need to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, she's been instructed not to let you in. Questions are very easy. Okay, so there we have our half. Okay, our half mark. And then you can just go ahead and we'll go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to count 5 spaces. So let's go ahead. We'll fold this way. And this, if you have graph paper, then it just means you have littler spaces. It actually works really well. But this will be fine. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're going to put this in the center of our journal and pull our clips down so that they're holding that also. Okay, so it doesn't move. The other thing that you want to do is get in a habit of writing top. Okay, on this one it doesn't matter because we're perfectly even. But if you get in the habit of it, then when you get to where you're making a journal that has 2, 3, 8 signatures in it, you might not sew your signature in on the wrong direction. Okay, so there we go. Now, you can go ahead and put a book down below you. The only one I have out right now is that antiquarian sticker book, and I don't want to put holes in that. So I also usually have a mouse pad here, and I had it out earlier and it's gone. So anyway, just imagine that there's a little mouse pad here. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is the pokey tool that I use. You can also use an awl. I use this because I have trouble with my thumb. Okay, this is why I don't like doing this on camera. Okay, where in the heck is the... Since we're going through that tape, if we didn't have that tape in there, this would not be hard. Oh, sorry. I'm falling apart up here. I'm coming undone. I'm coming untied. Okay. There we go. There we go. And then I go ahead and I move it around a little bit like that so that I'm able to get my needle through there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and thread our needle real quick. So we are ready. Because I don't want the holes moving around. String. Okay. So remember again, 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. And where'd the needle go? There it is. Under the awl. Oh, I hate when that happens, Tammy. Okay, so there we are. Okay, here we go. Sam, these feel flimsy to me. This is actually from my, make sure your fingers are out of the way in the back. Woo, right on. Okay. I like to do this, go straight through the template rather than marking the paper because the mark doesn't go away. Get to that. Oh, it's through. Okay, good. I'm like, oh man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tie that part up so that if they slip a little. Okay, so no knot or anything. I am going to go right through my template here. Yep, it's already moved. I'm like going, I have been known to have my needle follow along right after I have gone through. Okay. I like this one better. We're live, huh? course we are. Okay. We're going, the second one is going from this direction anyway, so there we go. Okay, there we go. And ah, okay. It's a good thing that I have a drawer full of push pins. That one went down. Okay, I can see the light through it, so our hole is here. And you can take your, if you don't have tape, okay, so we're going back through the top one. Now we're going to come and go back through this one here. And if you end up going through your string, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and undo your needle and go ahead and rethread it. Not fun, but it is the easiest way to go about fixing it. I really like these needles though, I'm telling you. Dollar General. It's on the laundry aisle. Okay, so we're going back through the center. Now, like I said, I usually have put all the holes in and then take the template out. Okay. Thank you guys for explaining the challenges. They sure are a lot of fun. And there is still time to join in on the March one, and we have pretty much decided that at least through the summer we will be doing no-buy challenges. So things that don't go buy new stuff to do the challenges. So stash buster type, junk type. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I got all through. It was painless, sort of. Okay, so now you want to make sure that you're really, really tight. All of your all of the places that you've gone through are really tight. And double knot just like we did before. Okay. Go ahead and you can cut your string now. You can take your clips off, and if you left your template in, you can go ahead and carefully rip your template out. You don't have to. Okay, so there is our bound journal. And let's go ahead and check it out. Usually the next thing I do is, well, I never put things away off my desk, but yes, I do. I mean, at least get the things off that would come up and put holes in my or draw on it. So get the things out of the way. I will save these. We'll use the cutoffs. Okay, so part of the digital kit that I gave you right here, I have used it on the front page. Part of the digital kit here on this second page. Then magazine, book page, journal page, gift bag. Okay, and then you can go ahead and just move them around to help your journal get used to letting it know that you're the boss. Okay. So we are sewn together. Yay! And now if you're using the composition book, so you would just keep doing that. Go ahead and fold all those pages and then go in the other direction. And then I usually even give it a little, this right here, give it a little bit of that. Okay, and we have a very, very simple journal that there are more steps, and we're going to be continuing those tomorrow. If you are using this one, this is the, yeah, I've got totally blank, composition book cover, and you've cut it down to 9 by 12. So 9 by 12. You're going to probably want to reinforce the center. Okay. Yeah, if you learned anything new or you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. I will be putting in the description, well, actually I'll put them in the Facebook group and also in the description box, the playlist for making covers. Okay, so what can I use to put in here? I'm like, what do I have that's like right here? Okay, that'll give me one side. Okay, so you can go ahead and we can start tomorrow's video with what we would do here. We would go ahead and cover this, is how I would do it. Go right to the edge. You can use your cutter or your scissors. Oh, we've got Kmart that doesn't exist anymore. Long time ago is where I got the lace duct tape. It's Scotch brand 3M, so you might be able to find that online. I would try Amazon. Okay, so you're going to want a couple of pages cut for the inside, and then you're probably going to want a couple pages cut for the outside. And what am I going to I'm like, what am I going to use to put inside this? I happen to have another gift bag. I just happen to have. Tomorrow will be 2:35. Husband gets home an hour earlier tomorrow. And I'm thinking the weekend will be in the morning. Saturday. I don't know if I'll get to go live on Sunday or not. Isn't it? It's a pretty one. It's a pretty gift bag. I think I have napkins to match this as well. So what I'm going to be putting in this journal is I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so what we want to do here. Oh, I should have. Oh, Julie. It's not quite. Would have been cool to do it like that, huh? Well, I can put tape on the outside. That's what we'll do. We'll tape the outside too. Anyway, forgot what I was going to say. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to cut this along here. Okay, and then, okay, so I'm measuring it the way that I measure. Okay, so I have the butterfly. I want to make sure that the butterfly's on there. And so I'm going to come over and cut it here. And I'm going to want to use a cutter so it's straight. Okay. So I went a little bit outside the cover, and I'm just going to show you the front. You're going to do the same thing on the back and have it ready for tomorrow. So we'll go ahead, and you can use a glue stick for this part. I'm going to use fabric tack. I'm going to go ahead and yay, isn't this fun? Is anybody having fun yet? Do we still have people watching? So I'm giving you a couple of ways of making a cover for a soft cover single signature. Later in this series, we will do the fabric covered book with more than one signature. And okay, so I want to make sure that I've got my butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and dip this in the glue and then move it over. Okay. This is going to be the cover using Lace Vegas by Scotch. This is called Lace Vegas by Scotch. Apparently Kelly found it. Somebody did. Okay, there we go. And now we will come down here, and this is just like the olden days. If you covered a book, or back when we would put fabric on a photo album, you're going to come in and cut your corners. You're going to go ahead and fold them up. Okay, so there is depth here. So you want to fold it up and then fold it over. It's two different folds. It's not like, because the paper is not as forgiving as like fabric is. Okay, and we're going to come over here and we're going to fold it up and then fold this in. Fold your little doohickey in. That's a lot. Fabric tack bubbles. So I like to use the bubbles because I try and use everything, right? Okay. Okay, and if you have a bone folder, this is a really good time to use it. Oh, did you? I found the plastic popsicle stick that I'm supposed to use for the rub-ons. Found it. We did rub-ons, what, 2.5 weeks ago? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these two down. And put the glue on the paper. Oh, Staples carries it. Cool. That's the lace tape. You guys, I have had that for years. The only other color tape like that I have right now is like neon green. And I got that when Dollar General put it like on a crazy sale. And I got it because I make the lollipops for my front yard out of the pool noodles. And so I got that for the stripes on those. I'll be doing those sometime on my DIY channel. Closer to Christmas. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's out of stock there. Okay. So I hope this has given you a couple of ideas, especially if you're new. If you're not new and it gives you some ideas, I'm very, very happy. If you're just enjoying being here, that makes me happy too. Because these little virtual get-togethers are cool, I think. Oh, cool. So the clear Alene seems to work. You guys, I got some fabric glue at my $1.49 store. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll be trying that because, well, I found a big bottle though that's got that much in it of fabric tack. So I'm okay for a little while. It sure worked good right here on this. I'm very, very happy with that. So if you do the same thing to the back of that, I think that would work out really, really well. And then what I'm going to do on the inside, because I don't do anything normal. Those are sitting inside the bag. Okay. These are the same. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cut this whole piece out. Right? Is it gonna fit if yeah. So I'm gonna cut this whole piece out. This whole piece. Carefully. So, and this is the bag that I'll be using this is the journal that I'm going to make using no digital kit. Okay, so I'm thinking I can go ahead and fold this like this. Okay, I like this. So this has the folded edge from where I, what did I do? Well, it has the folded edge. So, where's that? There it is. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I can take this, put it inside. Okay, so glue this on, glue this down all the way across. So glue this on all the way across. After the back gets put on, then put this on. And I'm going to need to cut a little bit down here because I want to have a little bit of an edge like you would have in a regular book. I'm going to cut a little piece off. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this up. And this will give me a pocket. Okay. And then I'll glue it here. And I'll glue it here. I'll have another piece of paper here. And I'll have this side decorated as well. And I think that that is going to give us a really great cover. And that's using the, oh, you got it at Dollar Tree? Okay, I wasn't sure if I got it at Dollar Tree, if it was one of the ones I got at Ross. So that's good to know. Okay, so there we go. There's that and that. And so go ahead and grab this piece. It has a mind of its own. Okay, we can use that also. So it's really hard to cut, you guys. There. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm cutting this off because otherwise it's going to... Oh, no, I'm not. So I might use that for that. Okay, put that over there. Okay, so go ahead and take these out. We'll have those, be able to use those somewhere. I told you guys yesterday the teenager that passed away is from the town, close to the town, well, from the town I live in. But not from my little town. It's from the big town where I live. Very, very sad. Okay, so for this one, I want to clean that edge up. And to clean the edge up, this is my straight line up here. So before I cut my straight line up, I need to get a new straight line. Does that make sense? Okay. And this is pretty paper. I will save that. Okay. I will cut this off, right? Yeah, I'll just cut it. I'm going to cut it right at the edge there. Oh, we'll use the straight. Okay. Okay. And now we'll cut it about right here. There we go. Big one. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Now there is a fold here, so I'm going to fold it the other way so that when I go to glue it on, it'll go where I want it. So we're going to start our glue on this edge. And across. And down. It's not coming out. There we go. And over. Make sure we have it. Yeah, we've got it. Okay, and then some in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the glue, pick it up, and move it over. And I do that so that I don't get too much glue. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it down. And then just like we did the front, we're going to cut in from the side. Cut in from the side. Okay. And then fold it up. Fold it over. You'll see a difference. If you're using hard or thicker paper, if you do that, that will be better. Okay. There we go. Oh, it flipped on over here, huh? Yep, I guess it does. It says, pick me, pick me. That's what I was thinking. So I don't know if you noticed, but I put it in the hole, in the gutter here. Does that one have more? Put it in the gutter. And then put it on the flap. I think that's going to be okay. And then we fold it up, fold it over, hold it down. Okay, we got one more. Oh, fold it up. Fold it up. Fold it over. Okay. And then we'll put the 2 coloring book pages on the inside. No, we'll put the pocket down and then 2 coloring book pages. Yes, I cut the corners just like you do with the fabric. So there, that is what we're looking like. I really like this. Okay, so we need the pocket one. It's over here. Nope, that's not it. Where'd the pocket go? That's not it. That's not it. I lost the pocket. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is going to go this way. It's going to have this little line. I'm fine with that. I am going to make sure we're all the way on. All the way around. Okay, I like it. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead, put this pocket down. So this is from the side of the gift bag, flipped up. Any day now. Today. Thank you. Okay, and I'm doing this because then our pocket is more durable, and probably end up with a giant bubble of glue over there. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead, pull this down, pull it. Oh, I forgot to cut it. Oh well. Be right to the edge, you guys, right to the edge. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Okay, so there's our glue. Then we're going to put, well, let's see if we can go ahead and just cut a second one that's exactly the same. Sometimes you can, you guys, when you're doing a book, covering a book or something like that, some of them you cannot. They are not even. This was one of my mom's coloring books. She had a lot of them. Yeah, that was not planned. You know, I did have a Paris bag that would have been cool too. Okay, so it just doesn't fit. Well, like, you know what? It does, because it doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom. Who's going to crawl down in that pocket and know that it didn't go all the way to the bottom? Right? Okay. Okay. So there we go. And that's going to go down, and then those will go up. Oh, I like it. Because no, I didn't know what I was doing before I wasn't going to cover this. I was just going to show it. But heck. So I'm going to put the straight edge on the outside. There. Okay. We'll do the same thing on this side. Don't know what we got going on there. Okay. How big is the puddle inside the lace tape? So I finished that little journal, the one that started out the flip it pocket thing, and it's all finished, and I love it. I'm going to use it as my own little journal. Okay, so here we're going to go to the edge, line it up, then lay it down. Is that you leaving, Joyce? Bye. I'm almost done. You can use any scissors that you have. Yes. Use any scissors. Use your glue. Everybody has a different glue that they like. We are all, I think we'll all tell you, I mean, I have so many that'll go, oh, I can't stand that glue you use, Julie. And I love it. I'm using the Fabric Tack today because it dries faster. And we'd still be on the first part of this. On your paper trimmers, one of the things that you want to check, if the reason, sometimes the reason your cardstock is not cutting is because you have gotten stuff stuck in the well, in the cutting well. And so if you have an awl or even a straight pen and you can just go and clean it out, that might help. Especially if you're doing, like when I do like greeting cards, sometimes they're more linen-y and they shed like that. So check the track. Yeah, check the track. Okay, let's come back over here and make sure we're staying down here. Check the bubble situation. And that, my peoples, is a cover out of a composition book. I love it. Oh my gosh. And the thing about a composition book is you do have room. Because, you know, a composition book has, what does it have? 50 pages front and back. It has 200, the one that I had. So you just want to make sure that your glue is, that everything is staying down. And so, you know, check it a couple times. And there you go. So we did this one. We did this one. Paper cover with the wallpaper on the inside. That like I said, I would normally stitch around the outside of that. And somewhere we have that little, the note thingy. This one. Oh, if you're gonna gluing, see, I use this to do the glue on the cover, and I use the bottom of it because Fabric Tack is really expensive, so I don't use Fabric Tack on there. But it is a very wet glue, and it takes a long time for it to dry, but I've been very happy with it. All right. Okay, Kelly, that's awesome. Okay, so here we have, I showed you a few different covers for a single, there you go. And this one, my purple journal is actually made out of that cover. Okay, so this purple journal is actually made out of that cover. That same exact one. Yeah, I have some of the paper does wrinkle with the Tombow, but the thicker papers don't. I've actually, and I like the texture of the wrinkled paper, so I like textures. I like to feel things. You know, it's like I have to stay out of the stores right now because I like to touch everything. Hi, Lois. So there we go. We have, and look at how far we are. We're this far on our beginner journal. So I think, yeah, I just hate the bubble and it's because of but we'll just put something really big in there in that pocket, like maybe our notepad, like that. And then nobody will know except for us. There you go. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Okay, everybody. My husband is home. He's been home for almost an hour. He gets home early now. So I will see you tomorrow at 2:35. And so you guys have the heads up. And let's see. I'm going to have to cut that because I thought I wanted that to go in there. We'll see. Maybe I don't want it to go in there. I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking, oh, we can put the bird in there. Maybe it's the other side. No, the bird's definitely too big for over there, and he's got a flap on there. He could actually flap over the map. Flap over the map. Okie dokie. So, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed and had a great time. And we'll be continuing this tomorrow, the Beginner Junk Journal series. I will have some playlists in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group for you to watch other cover videos, other making a journal really fast videos to get you through until the next video. And yeah, so there you go. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day, and thanks for being here. Bye. Bye, everybody.